what is the exact objective of the Russian invasion? Is it to conquer the entire Ukraine, or just remove the pro West government, or occupy eastern Ukraine? Will China be economically controlling Russia now after all the sanctions? It seems like Russia might fall into a debt trap, and so on. Is China the biggest threat now? Right, a good question. So the last live streams that I did were 1 week ago, 26, 27 February. The Russian intervention in Ukraine began on the 24th of February. So the last live stream, at that time, the situation was very much fluid. We have far more clarity today. So, what do we know about the Russian objectives? We know that the Russian army, the Russian armed forces, are proceeding very systematically. There is no hurry. They are not trying to rush into anything. They are proceeding very slowly, systematically, not very slowly, but very systematically. So, what seems to be the objective? The objective has never been explicitly announced, but what it looks like is, it looks like Mr. Putin wants to capture whatever territory he intends to capture as intact as possible. As we know, the internet is still working in Ukraine, right? All communication lines are open. Electricity is available in most of the places. There are, uh, the invasion forces are even obeying the traffic laws, traffic rules, and everything. So it's a very systematic invasion. They are not trying to engage in any big battles. They are not. They're trying as far as possible to avoid civilian casualties. There are lots of videos circulating where people are coming face to face with Russian soldiers carrying Ukrainian flags and protesting, and the Russians are just looking at them. They're not doing anything. There's no violence, brutality, and all that. So we can see that there is a very clear plan that they are following. So the objective of the invasion seems to be regime change. What seems to be the objective is they want to remove the uh, NATO puppet government that was installed beginning in 2014. At that time, it was a different president. Today, we have the actor comedian president Zelensky, right? So he is obviously a pro NATO, pro West person. So he most likely, the intention is to remove him and to replace him with somebody else who is pro Russia. So replace a pro NATO puppet with a pro Russia puppet. Well, that's how things work. And the Donbass region will be most likely be annexed into Russia. That's one possibility. And the eastern part of Ukraine would become more or less part of Russia. Possibly, see, the thing is, if you look at Ukraine, there are lots of Russian speaking people there. The only place where I believe there is a Ukrainian speaking majority is the western one third of the country. So maybe that may be left aside, possibly. So we still don't know exactly what the objectives are. What I can definitely tell you is that there is going to be regime change in Kiev. So the current government will be removed, and a different new government, pro Russia government, will be installed, and that seems to be the objective. So I don't know if the entirety of Ukraine will be conquered. That's not what's happening right now. They have very clear military objectives, and they are moving with pinpoint precision. So definitely a regime change is going to happen.